Good evening, guys. Welcome to another video. Tonight I'm going to cover the from the last video the benchmark that I couldn't make. I was supposed to show you the results between the Pentium 4 at 2.6 gigahertz and Celeron 2.5 gigahertz. I couldn't do that last several days because I was busy working and I just couldn't get the review ready. So the editing and all of that took a very long time. So tonight I'm going to show you the results. Right here, let's start with the games that I used to play back in the day. So this is the Gta San Andreas, the Serious Sam, and lastly the Unreal Tournament. We have in the first graph we have the Gta San Andreas. And we do see that using the Pentium 4 at 2.6 gigahertz pardon, and with the Radeon 9200, which several days ago caused me a lot of problems. Anyway, we do have that the maximum frame rate from the Gta San Andreas with recording with fraps. We have the 27. For the average frame rate, we have 22, and for the minimum, we have only 1. Okay, moving along to Celeron, let's try the Gta San Andreas. I have it right here. Just remember that the Celeron was clocked from 2 gigahertz base clock to 2.5 gigahertz. So I can get very equal to the Pentium 4, and we do have the right here that we see that the blue mark is not present anymore. Unfortunately, because there was 0, and I couldn't put it here in the graph because it had no sense. But anyway, let's continue. So we do have for the maximum for the Gta San Andreas, we do have 26, and for the average we have like 22 with recording. So you can see right here a drop in performance that is quite considerably big, I could say. Now let's move to the other one. Let's try the Serious Sam. On the Celeron, let's try with the weakest one. Let's go for the okay, we do have for the maximum we have 63, which is the yellow mark for the Celeron. We're using the Geforce Mx440, and we do have for the average we have 29, and for the blue mark we do have 23. Now if you compare this to the Pentium 4, pardon, with the Gta San Andreas, we do see that the GTA we do have the 27 using the Radeon 9200. We have 27 for the average, for the maximum, and for the red we have 22, and for the minimum we don't have only 1. Now moving along to the Unreal Tournament, to the Celeron, we do have the minimum, which is 29. We do have the maximum 54, and for the average we have 63. And for the Pentium 4, right here we do have using the Radeon 9200, we do have the maximum frame rate, we do have 63. For the average we have 59, and for the minimum we have 57. Now, although on the paper they will look pretty much how can I explain to you, the differences between the gameplay and all of that is not much of big of a deal, in other terms. But the Pentium 4 has the it has some of the advantages because of the frequency, and it's not because of the frequency, it has because of the level 2 cache memory, and the Radeon 9200, which is it has 256. Now the Radeon was released after the Geforce, and It has newer technology, and I don't know, it just works better. But in some games, you're not going to see much of a difference between the Geforce 2 MX440 and 9200. I could say that the Geforce 440, the MX440, pardon, it is a better choice. And yeah, what can I say? So these are the numbers. If you're interested more about it, please comment in my description, and I will answer you as soon as possible. So after that, I'm going to cover something else. I gathered for you guys some of the other vintage parts that were important in my opinion, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've done. I made some dig up about the some of the components that were very important. Of course, it's not the newer components because I couldn't find what was needed, but I'm going to show you. Hold on a second. So what I did last couple of days, I gathered some parts. This right here, we do have the this is the Pentium 2 on this lot 1. It has the frequency, the base clock at 233 megahertz right here. My camera will not focus because the specs are written right here, and I can assure you that this processor is running with MMX technology, works at 233 megahertz. So I can be more clear. I'm going to show you right here. PX 233 megahertz. It doesn't have the cooler because it's dusty and it needs to be cleaned up. But this is how the Pentium 2 used to look like. I also gathered some of the other parts. I also found this one is actually mine. If you remember in my previous videos, I did have the Pentium 4, and I also purchased this video card. Of course, I didn't want to purchase this one, but I did it anyway. So this one is the ATI Rage 128 Pro. It has Ultra, and of course he's using the 32 megabytes, and of course he's using the memory as SD RAM, which is pretty bad, of course, but it will work. Now I'm going to show you the motherboard. This is the motherboard that I'll be using. Of course, it's gigabyte. I don't know why I'm getting in my possession many gigabyte boards, but probably that's the reason these parts are very important. Because they were present everywhere. So yeah, Asus and Gigabyte are the way to go, even in our days. So this motherboard is the GA-6VX, the revision 1.3. I remember back in the day when I was playing with this kind of boards, of course the 440BX, and they were very nice motherboards. They're working with the Windows 6P flawlessly. Of course, it has 5 PCI standard and 2 ISA. Yes, of course, the slots. So you can install here the sound card if you have an older sound card. And yeah, this is the BIOS right here. And right here are the numbers. Of course, you can overclock the processor using this motherboard by using the multiplier from here, from down, the on and off. And there is another jumper right here. So if you want to overclock your processor, you can use this graph right here. I'm going to check exactly to see what exactly does each jumper in order to overclock the processor. The maximum, from what I read on the internet, the maximum that this motherboard supports is 550 megahertz using the Pentium 3, which is the latest and the greatest for using for this motherboard. Anyway, but this one was very pricey also. And now I'm going to show you another thing. This one is the Voodoo 2 2000. This is my of course it's not mine, I just bought it from it's not bought it, is borrowed from a guy. I will be returning this video card. Right now, if you look on eBay, this video card, the Voodoo 2000 12 megabyte, will cost about 150, at least $150. So yeah, very interesting piece of history. Very nice, very, very nice. Okay. And also, if you're using this, of course you'll be needing the VGA cable. That one is connecting to the graphics card. Let's say in our example, this one will connect here. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I will be connecting this one right here, and the other to the accelerator, which is the Voodoo 2 2000. So it basically looks like this, and the other will go for the VGA for the second one, for the third VGA. And yeah, this is how the Voodoo 2 2000 looks like. It's very nice, I could say. And of course we're going to play some games, and yeah, anyway. So without further ado, let's talk in the second part of the video, when I will be showing you the parts and probably making the assembly. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.